Hello students, welcome back. So this is our lesson number 2 of the chapter Life Process. Now let us see the nutrition in human beings. So where does the nutrition takes place? It takes place in a special system called as digestive system. So digestive system is made up of two parts, that is the alimentary canal and digestive glands. Okay, now let us see what is alimentary canal. So it is a long and muscular tube of varying diameter. Varying diameter means it is not same throughout. So the alimentary canal, it extends from the mouth to anus. Okay, now let us see what are digestive glands. But before that, what are glands? So glands are structures which secrete enzymes. Clear everyone? Okay, now let us see what are enzymes. So enzymes are chemicals which break down complex food into simpler ones. So they are also called as biological catalysts. So enzymes are also called biological catalysts because these are the chemicals which break down complex food into simpler ones. Okay, now which are the digestive glands? Let us see. First one is the salivary glands, which is present in the buccal cavity. That is, it is present in our mouth. Second one is the gastric glands, which is present in the stomach. Okay, third one is the pancreas, which is present behind the stomach. Can you see here? The yellow one, it is called pancreas. And the last one is the liver, which is present on the right upper side of the stomach. Okay, now let us see the complete digestive system together. So this is the oral cavity, which is your mouth, where the salivary glands are present. So salivary glands make saliva, which aids in digestion and also keeps our mouth moist. Now next is the esophagus, that is your food pipe, which carries food and liquid from our throat to our stomach. So as you can see here, this is the stomach. So it is a J-shaped organ that digests food. The next is the liver, which is present on the upper right side of the stomach. So liver is essential for digesting food. So see, below the liver there is a balloon-shaped organ called gallbladder. Can you see here? The green one, it's like a balloon. So it is called gallbladder. Then behind the stomach, the pancreas is present, and this is the small intestine. So it helps to further digest food coming from the stomach. Okay, then as you can see here, the long tube-like organ that is connected to the small intestine at one end and the other at the anus. Can you see here? Okay, so this is called Lur's intestine. I hope everyone is clear. So this is the alimentary canal. So it is mainly referred to as the pathway by which food enters our food and moves out throughout the anus after digestion. Okay, now see what happens in the digestive system. So the complex food means which is difficult to absorb. It is converted to simple food. So simple food means which is easy to absorb. So complex food, it includes carbohydrates, that means starch, fats and proteins. Now see, the simple food, it is broken down into, in carbohydrates it is broken down as glucose, in fats as fatty acids, and in proteins as amino acids. Okay guys, I hope everyone is clear. In the next slide, as you can see that a man or a woman, whoever it is eating an apple. So the food is taken in through the mouth, right? Okay, now inside the mouth, the food is processed to generate particles with small size. Here process means sewed. So inside our mouth, the food is sewed to generate particles with small size. Now see, this is the salivary glands which is present in our buccal cavity, and the salivary glands secrete saliva. So the crust food is weighted with saliva secreted by the salivary glands so that it can pass through the soft lining of the alimentary canal. So see, saliva weighted the crust food so that it can easily pass through the soft lining of the alimentary canal. Okay, now see, this is the saliva which weighted the crust food so that it can easily pass through the soft lining of the alimentary canal. Now saliva contains an enzyme called salivary amylase, and when salivary amylase acts on starch, as you can see here, it acts on starch, it breaks into sugar. So when salivary amylase acts on starch, a form of carbohydrate, it gets converted to simple sugar. Okay, now food is partly digested in the mouth. So the digestion of food starts in the mouth. Clear everyone? Now see, the partly digested food goes down through the esophagus. Can you see? This is the partly digested food going down through the esophagus. So have you ever thought how does this happen? Well, It is due to the rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the muscles of esophagus. So see, this is the rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the muscles of esophagus, and this is called as peristaltic movement. So guys, now can you write a definition for peristaltic movement? It is the rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the muscles of our esophagus. Clear everyone? Okay, now the food enters into a J-shaped stomach. As you can see, this is our stomach which is in the shape of a J, and the food enters into it. Now the gastric glands present in the stomach release 3 gastric juices. So see, this is the gastric glands present in our stomach, and it releases 3 gastric juices. Now see, this is the gastric juice. So first one is hydrochloric acid, that is HCl. Now let us see what is the function of HCl. HCl kills the germs present in the food. So sometimes our food may contain germs which is harmful to our body, and in the stomach it is killed by hydrochloric acid. Okay, this is the function number 1 of hydrochloric acid. Okay, so see, no germs. Now second function is it also creates acidic conditions which are necessary for the digestion of proteins. Now in our body, for the digestion of proteins, there should be acidic conditions which is created by hydrochloric acid. Are you clear, students? Alright, now second juice is enzyme pepsin, which digests proteins partially. So enzyme pepsin, it digests the proteins partially. Alright, so this is pepsin, this is protein. Okay, now see, the third juice is mucus, which protects the inner lining of stomach from action of acid. Now see, this is the inner lining of our stomach, and mucus protects the inner lining of stomach from action of acid. This is the inner lining. Okay, and mucus protects the inner lining from the action of acids. Okay, now the partially digested food leaves the stomach. Okay, so after leaving, the exit of the food from the stomach is regulated by a muscle called the sphincter muscle. So the exit of the food from the stomach, it is regulated by a muscle that is called sphincter muscle, and it is present over here. This is called the sphincter muscle. I hope everyone is clear. Alright. So thank you, students.